Now, yeah, we don't have it in our own hands anymore. Um, we have to try again to be ready for the game of Tuesday and try to win it and then see what happens. It's still possible, but it becomes more difficult than before this game today. But still, we have to try to go on believing it that maybe with a little miracle Tuesday that we still can qualify.
We fought for it. We did everything. It just did not work. One ball on the line cleared, one saved. They got a red card, and we had the advantage, but it still did not work. Luck was against us. The words of Hugo Broos, head coach of the Bafana Bafana of South Africa, reacting to today's draw against the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Welcome to my channel this wonderful day. My name is AY Sugar, and I would go straight up into the lair of the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. Hugo Broos said a lot going into this particular encounter, including saying that it's the most important game for the Republic of South Africa in the last 20-25 years. The only time South Africa qualified without, hosting the World Cup was in 2002. So that's a long time ago, and I'm sure that was what Hugo Broos was referring to, especially because this time last month they were on the verge. They would have sealed it even with just a draw if it had stayed at 17 points without the deduction. But it is what it is today. They have 15 points and they have all to play for in Mbombela against the Amavubi's of Rwanda, who failed to fly against Benin at home and lost to the table toppers. And things have changed in Group C as we speak, not with the standing but with the numbers. So Benin have got 17 points now. South Africa follow with 15 points, and Nigeria has 14 points. So it's going to go down the wire, and it's all about Tuesday. Tuesday is a day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Hopefully, it will be joy for Nigeria, especially because it was a hard-fought win, against Lesotho in Polokwane. But now let's go back to the camp of South Africa. Hugo Broos said, and I quote before I bring that interview, his post-match interview, before I bring his post-match reaction after the goalless draw. He said, yes, that's true. I think we tried everything today. We didn't have the luck. One ball on the line, saved one on the post. Yeah, you need a little bit of luck in such games, and we didn't have that on our side today. We fought for it. We did everything. We tried everything. Yeah, okay, you see a very motivated Zimbabwean team against us, and we knew that it should be tough, but that's also football. I said this, and a lot of South Africans came for me, and they said, do another video after the game. I talked about the rivalry. They said there was no rivalry, between the two countries. I brought the head-to-head. They said I should dismiss that. And yes, it's a spirited South African side, and to be fair, if you look at the stats today, they got everything correct. Like Hugo Broos said, they had the chances, they tried to score, ball was cleared on the line, goalkeepers made superb saves after fantastic efforts, for outside the post. Then we had the red card, that Knowledge Musona was shown, which reduced the Warriors to 10 men. But they fought like real warriors. They didn't just give up. They almost even won. Almost at the end of the game, they almost won the game. So, like I said, Tembo Keitano came into the mix. Maikanese had to, ginger his boys, had to prepare very well for this one because his job was on the line. If they had lost that game, yes, they'll consider his position and say, well, I think they don't want to spend so much money again paying you. You have to go. But now I'm sure they will reconsider and say maybe we'll have a better show, and for the very first time in Zimbabwean history, they'll get to the round of 16 of the AFCON. So we'll see if that would happen. Keeping Michael Nice. Hugo Broos is licking his wounds right now. It's no more in South Africa's hand. It was not in South Africa's hand because it had left their hand because Benin hold that pole position in Group C. Let's hear what Hugo Broos had to say after the goalless draw against Zimbabwe. I'll be right back to wrap things up.
Coach, please give us a summary of your thoughts after this match, and then we open up the floor for questions. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you understand that tonight it's a very sad night for us. We knew that the match would be tough and difficult, but even I think we had chances to score. We had the luck not with us today, certainly not the second half with the ball on the line and another one on the post. So we could have scored there, and then I'm sure we should have won the game. We played against a very motivated team who fight it for every meter, every ball. A little bit strange, but okay. That can happen, and that shows again that the relation between those two teams are tensed. Certainly when they play against each other. Now, yeah, we don't have it in our own hands anymore. Um, we have to try again to be ready for the game of Tuesday and try to win it and then see what happens. It's still possible, but it becomes more difficult than before this game today. But still, we have to try to go on believing it that maybe with a little miracle Tuesday that we still can qualify.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open up the floor for questions. When you ask your questions, please let us know from which publication or media house you're coming from. Over here.
Evening, Coach. Hard luck on the draw today. Nisane from Soccer Pima. Mentally now, how do you lift the troops going into Tuesday's crunch encounter? As you said, it's out of our hands now. How do you lift the boys going into Tuesday's encounter mentally to encourage them?
As I said, the situation becomes more difficult now than before this game. But even is not for 100% lost. It can still happen, and it will be very important what happens in the game Nigeria against Benin. We will see what the result will be there. But at the other side, we don't really have to look. If we win the game, we will see what happens, and that is the most important thing. It will again not be easy, certainly not. But as long that it's possible, you have to believe. And I think we will be 1 or 2 days a little bit down, but I will do everything to have again a team who believes in it Tuesday and who will try to win the game with as much as possible goals, because now it will be maybe a goal difference who will decide who goes to America or not.
Coach, hard luck on the results. The fact that Nigeria is still also not out completely, does it give you hope in terms of a shootout between them and Benin, and you do your job on it?
I think it's it's a good thing for us that Nigeria can even be first now in the group. So they have to win against Benin the last game, and then it depends first of all if we win and with how many goals, and then if Nigeria wins also with how many goals. So the biggest danger is now Benin. If we win, okay, Nigeria cannot be over us. But yeah, if we don't win, it's finished. But if Benin lose and we can win maybe with 2 goals difference, then it's still possible. So this is something we have to believe in, even when it's yeah, it's a little bit difficult not to believe, but that situation. But it should be really, really very disappointed if in Nigeria wins against Benin and we don't win against Rwanda. And by that defeat, we should miss America. So that's why, again, today, yeah, it's a very sad evening, but there is still hope. And we have to try to take that little chance that we have Tuesday.
Good evening, Coach. Season in the media. Coach, obviously with the result, everyone in camp is not pleased. But for you, what was probably the most disappointing aspect of this entire performance tonight? And
I'm
maybe just your words on the
I'm
morale.
just I'm just disappointed about the result. I can't be disappointed about the performance of the team. They tried everything. They fight for it. Again, they don't have really the luck at their side, and that's it. I can't blame this player or that player or that they didn't do this or that. We did what we had to do, and we tried everything with shots, with centers, with yeah, whatever combination. But yet sometimes the ball didn't felt good, and at other moments the luck was not at our side. And again, I'm just disappointed about the result. That's all. Yeah. Ah, the red card. Yeah. You know that shows also a little bit the mentality of Mbeki. This guy got frustrated and he knew that with the result, yeah, that we should have been in trouble. So yeah, then two times the aggressivity of the Zimbabwean player there make him nervous, and yeah, then he has something that a young player does. So I don't blame him for that, and that is, yeah, something that he have to learn. He's still 19. What do you want? This guy wants to win, and you see that in his way of playing. Yeah, if then a guy like the player of Zimbabwe is two times, he went so aggressively on him. You can't accept it, but you can understand it that it happens. And okay, that red card was not the reason why today we didn't win the game.
Coach, good evening. Tabadosh Kandiwa, Anyanda Andrew. Did you miss the services of Mokoteng?
Do you what?
Did you miss Mokoteng, the services of
Wow.
Mokoteng?
I don't want to talk about players who couldn't be here today. And this is not fair to the players who played that game because they did everything to win that game. So it should be very easy now to say, oh, this one and this one as this one. I'm very sorry, I don't do that. For me, they make a good performance, they fight for it, but again, the result is not what we hoped.
Last two questions. Hugo. Okay.
Good evening, Coach. Hard luck for the result. Bongani Mtinkulu from Teta FM. Coach, on your squad announcement, you spoke about Sipho Mbule. We saw today how he
Just talk like that.
You spoke about giving Sipho Mbule a second chance in your squad, and today he had a stellar performance. Is this the Sipho Mbule that you were talking about?
Yeah, certainly.
With his performance?
Certainly. I think Sifu played a very good game. And I said in half time that he has to be more involved in our game. And you see the second half when he's on the ball and many times on the ball, there is always something good that happens. So again, I think he after the last games against Lesotho and Nigeria, and now the game today, I think that we can be very happy with Sifo.
Final question here.
What was the question?
Saying, would we say that we rely on results from other teams going into the final?
Yeah, this is for sure. So even when we win the game, we still need uh, something that is in our favor on the other pitches, and certainly on the other pitches on the pitch in Nigeria. So if the result is there positive, if Nigeria win the game against Benin, there is still a chance for us. But again, we have to win also against Rwanda, and if we can achieve that, then we have to wait. And I think then will be the goal differences make the difference from the team who goes to America or not.
No more the same Hugo Broos of yesterday. Things are not the same anymore. Well, we'll see how it turns out because one way or the other, South Africa still can do it. You know, they have Rwanda who are less spirited and does not look like a team that can fight it. The only team I know look like they have a big one ahead of them will be Benin. Coming to Nigeria with a former coach to come upset Nigeria, who are hoping to, win and if not qualify automatically, get into the best loser position. So that's the Nigeria they're coming to play against in Uyo, the capital city of Akwa Ibom State. Let me hear let me read from you and your thoughts about, Hugo Broos's position and the fact that it's no more in South Africa's hands and they did everything today, but it just did not work. I have my own, the way I felt about, the 2 yellow cards handed to Knowledge Musona. I wasn't pleased with it, but the Warriors really did try to fight, and they did. And of course, got a point out of it. At least they held their heads high at the end of 90 minutes. That's it from me. I hope that you definitely subscribe to the channel, comment, like, and share, and turn on the notification bell for more such videos. I remain AY Sugar. I'll see you in another video. Bye-bye.